Hey everyone, and welcome back to Shades of Sasha. I'm Sasha. So today's hair is basically about coloring units. This was a fail and I just actually spent it to do something that I actually liked in the end. So the hair is from Ishow hair. It's a 13x4 frontal unit and this is in the color black, I think 1B, and it's 20 inches. So I was going for ash blonde. And so the first step is to place your unit on your mannequin head and just put T-pins in it to make sure that it's secure and it's down. I'm going to be showing you all what it looks like with the hairline, and just, out of the box, this is what you're going to have in case this is something that you are specifically looking to buy and you don't want to color it and you just want to see what it looks like in black. I got you. So for the most part, the hairline was very, very good. I did love how the unit looked. I love how the unit felt, and I still have the unit to this day, and it's bomb. It's a bomb hair. So the items you're gonna need in order to dye your hair and color it, you're going to use this L'Oreal Quick Blue, the Shimmering Light shampoo and conditioner, this Tea Tree Mint conditioner. You're going to also use these 3 box dyes that I have. Because like I said, the color goal was ash blonde. You're going to use silicone mix. You're going to have a mask, you're going to have mixing bowl, some gloves, and you're going to just have anything that you particularly want to use to apply the dye and the developer to your hair. So you're going to section off the hair just to make sure that everything will not be messy. It's just going to be neat. And you're going to start from the back. Do not start at the top because the dye moves very quickly and your shades are going to just be off. So at this point, I'm just applying the developer to the unit to make sure that it's just going to take and lift from the black to the brown. Well, it's going to come out a really brassy yellow with the first time that we did it. And then you're going to do another section. You're going to do the same process, just applying it until you get to the top, and then you're just going to apply the developer all over the hair. And then you're going to go into the unit and add developer wherever you might have missed. So do not skip that step, because if you do, what's going to happen is you're going to have a choppy amount of color all over your unit, and you don't want that. You want it to be as flawless as possible. So this is the step where you're just going to go in and you're going to apply where you might have missed, and take your time going through this. Run your hands through it so that every single strand of the hair actually gets the developer and it's mixed in right. So right here is a section that I missed, so I know I'm going in and I'm just making sure I apply it so that everything is all good. Make sure you're taking your time when doing this. It's better to use a lot of time and get the results that you want versus rushing and then it just does not look the way that you expected it or you wanted it to look. So at the end, this is the brassy yellow that I was talking about that the hair came out. And pretty much the next step that I decided I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and I'm going to dye the unit with the box dyes. So the first thing inside of the box dye, to give you a protectant, I suggest you use it on the hair. So you're just going to go in and you're going to do all of that just to make sure like it's protected as much as it can, because you're putting your hair, whenever you're doing it, through a lot of work. So you want to be mindful that you want it to last. You don't want to spend all this money on a unit and then you mess it up and you're just out of the bread. So for the most part, I'm very messy when it comes to just dyeing it, because at this point it's blonde enough that it's going to take it, and the dye usually don't stick to the lace, so I'm comfortable just going in and making sure that it gets everything. Right here, like you see, I did the same process. I went through, make sure every single part of that unit got the dye that I wanted it to get. So after doing this, you're just going to wash out with the Shimmer Light shampoo and conditioner, and you're just going to kind of see what the results looks like. So this is optional, you don't have to do it. I wrap mine in aluminum foil just to kind of rush the process more, because I left it on for like 45 minutes. I did it to the top and the back of the unit. So like I said, you don't have to do this. You could just leave it. It still kind of works the same. So this is the color that it comes out. Everybody, when they saw this color, people really loved it. They said that it's really nice, but it was not what I was going for. This was giving me like a dirty blonde, and I really wanted the ash blonde. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go in and I'm going to try and bleach this unit again. Y'all, this process took me 3 days. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And so when I went in and I bleached this unit again, I'm thinking, okay, it has to lift some more. Like, come on, it has to give me the color that I want. It didn't do that. But if you want this first color, do that same step that I did and stop right there. And then at the end of this, I'm going to obviously show you guys what the color looks like after I bleached it again. You can figure out if you want that color, then obviously do this step as well, and you stop right there. So this is what it looks like, and I'm going to explain what these are for. So this is the color after I bleached it again. If you want this specific color, go ahead and do that. Like I said, if not, stop. So after I've done this, I'm like, you know what, I don't really like how this comes out. And somebody was like, why don't you tone the hair? And I was like, oh shoot, I forgot that I could have toned it to lift it to make it lighter. So I did the 40 developer, and I did a T14 and T13, I believe, toner to try and lift it to see if it would get me the ash blonde that I was desiring. Like I said, fail. It did not happen, but I did like the color that it came out. So this is just me putting every single strand of this unit got this toner to get to a point that I felt like, okay, maybe I would like it. So you're going to do the same process again, where you're just going to pin everything down, and you're going to put the hair up and section it off. So what I could have done is the first process, I'm watching the show, I don't know why. The first process, when I bleached it, I could have done this step. But for some reason, it just kind of skipped my mind, and I didn't do it until after I done bleached the hair, dyed the hair, and bleached the hair again. This is now me toning the hair. And like I said, it went through all that, and in the end, I really do love how the hair turned out. When I washed the hair out after toning it, I left it soaking in the silicone mix and the tea tree oil conditioner. So please do that step. I cannot stress that enough. Anytime you have a unit and you've bleached that unit and you process that unit a lot, make sure you just leave the unit sitting in silicone mix and conditioner for at least 24 hours. Because you have to try and repair what it is that you're breaking. So I'm just going in with the toner to just lift the unit to try and get the color that it is that I want to. So this is what it looks like when it's lifted, and I decided, you know what, forget it, it doesn't look the way that I wanted to. So I went in, boiled some water, got this Kiss Hunter green color, put it in there, and just put the unit in it, and I just called it a day, because I was like, you know what, I wanted to do green too, so let's just go with the green, because the ash blonde is not working, and I needed a 613 unit in order to really like get the color that it is that I wanted to get. But I hope y'all learned something from this. Let me know what y'all think, if y'all like the green hair. If you go on my Instagram, there's a lot of different looks I've done with the green hair, especially for my cosplay. So if you want to see what it looks like, you could just check over on my Instagram to see it.